Hello, my lovely. My name is Akriti Kundu. I'm your friendly neighborhood goddess channel, high priestess, and feminine awakening coach. I am on a mission to bring the divine wisdom of the ancient goddesses and feminine mystics to the modern woman so that you too can release your trauma, bust through your BS beliefs, and attract a life of pleasure, ease, and abundance now. Are you ready to ascend? Let's get into it. Hi and welcome back. How is it going? How is it hanging? What is up, you guys? In my last video, I talked about who the goddess is, what she is all about. I just wanted to give you a brief overview so you know what we are dealing with here. This is a very vast concept, and I know that I will come back to this idea of who is the goddess and what is she all about in many subsequent videos. So if you missed that one out, please go watch that and come right back, because today we're talking about how do you know which goddess to work with? How can you find out which is your goddess? So normally, I don't think that you have only one goddess that works with you, because goddesses have this beautiful vibe of sisterhood. So I think that there are many multiple goddesses that will come to your not to save you, but to help you out, to give you attention, to give you support in whatever areas of your life you may need. My dog is here, so I'm just going to pet her so that she doesn't start barking. There's the two parts of it are which are the goddesses who have been present, who have been giving you their blessings, who have been helping you out all this while, and which are the ones that you may need to work with right now. I've been doing a lot of goddess initiations for a lot of different women, and in the goddess initiations, we only work with one goddess at a time. However, the message that I often get from the goddesses that I'm channeling when I'm speaking to these clients is there's so much more. Today, I'm going to talk about how do you know which goddess how do you find out which goddess is the right one for you to work with at this point of time? And I have a couple of suggestions of how you can go about figuring out who to work with. Let's just dive in. The first thing that you want to look at is what aspects of your life have you had a lot of success with, have you felt strong in, and which parts of your life have you felt a little bit held back, a little bit shut off, maybe not weak isn't the word that I'm looking for, but you've not felt particularly successful in those. And the obvious answer is that wherever you've been feeling a little bit weak or a little bit out of alignment, that's a word that I can use, which is perfect. Wherever you've been feeling out of alignment, whatever parts of your life you've been feeling out of alignment with, it's a good idea to just do a quick search and see which goddesses rule this particular area of my life. So for example, if you've had amazing success with money, you're like, I got that in the bag, I can manifest money whenever I want, then maybe money is something that you've been blessed with. Maybe the abundance goddesses, the money goddesses have been on your side, but you've been having trouble with love. So you can just look it up and say, who are the goddesses or which goddess governs love? Who are the love goddesses? That could be a great question to ask. Google's going to throw a ton of names at you. This brings me to the second way that you can know which goddess to work with, and it's also kind of a second step, which is you then have a look at the names that come up and ask yourself, who do I resonate with? Because the goddesses are so active in the frequency realm, in the vibration realm, that you have to really kind of give yourself a moment to have a look at the names of the goddess, if possible the image of the goddess. This is also something that I use a lot in my goddess initiation, when no particular there's no particular aim for a goddess initiation, and a client is just like, oh, I love the goddesses and I just want to work with one of them so bad. This is what we do like a vibration or a frequency check, and the one that you vibe with the most, for whatever reason, the reason really doesn't matter. It does not matter at all why you vibe with someone, but when that frequency is a match, that's a good way to confirm that this is a goddess that you want to be working with. Number 3, For the intuitives in the group, welcome. For everyone who is highly sensitive, for those who are empathic or have psychic gifts awakened, you might actually start to receive messages of which goddess to work with. So you might have visions of the goddess, you might have dreams about her, you might start to see certain iconography about that relates to a particular goddess. So symbols, her symbols around anywhere really. These might start off slightly subtle and inconspicuous, and then you might start to see them over and over again, and that could be a really good way that the goddess specifically tells you, you need to work with me. This is the part of me that you need to be working with, or this is the version of me that you need to really look into and get to know and start to exchange some energy with. The way that I see it, the goddesses are an energy. They love to be appreciated, they love to be worked with, they love to be asked for help. It's kind of like angels, but a slightly different frequency, a different vibration of being, and they are infinite beings, so there's nothing that you can ask of them which is going to be too small. Or I know some people are really scared of asking for help from deities or from angels, even for that matter, because they're like, I don't want to be annoying, I don't want to be I don't want to be a pain if something as big as a goddess is going to come down to help me, because in a way they are sort of dropping their frequency so that they can communicate with us. And they're like, oh, I don't want to ask them anything. And it's like, no, she is telling you, speak to me, work with me, talk to me. So it's up to you. It's so important for you to actually work with her, to actually answer her call. And one of the strongest ways, one of the most direct ways that a goddess will speak to you is actually through your psychic gifts, through your dreams, and signs even. And if you're unsure where to start, I have a free Find Your Goddess Guide quiz on my website. The link will be below. It's on akritikundu.com, which is, like I said, a 2-minute, really quick exercise. It's a really quick quiz which will give you insight into which goddess you could possibly work with. I work majorly with the Indian pantheon of goddesses, and I make sure, like, this is for anyone who wants to work with a goddess. You don't have to know anything about them, you don't have to speak Hindi or Sanskrit. This is really for the Western and modern woman who wants to lean into the ancient wisdom of the goddesses. So this could be a great way. You could start to see the goddesses that are presented to you as a result of this quiz and get a sense of who they are and what they're about. And of course, if you wanted to, you can go ahead also and book a goddess initiation directly with me, where I can help you figure out which goddess you need to be working with right now. And sometimes when you can't hear which goddess you need to be working with, she can actually speak through priestesses or other channels and give you direct messages in language that you can understand, that you need to be working with her. That's all I have for you today. See you again very soon in another video. Take care. Have a blessed time. Bye.